This is Season 9, Episode 182 of the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.
Sometimes the important thing is not the number of miles you've driven, but what's going on inside your head while driving. The Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast will stimulate your mind and keep you company while on the road. Join us for education, motivation, and inspiration from wherever you may be in our nation. You'll hear roundtable discussions about important information that's impacting our industry. Plus, you'll learn more about new technology, equipment, driving opportunities, safety, and operations. Get driver success and fitness tips to keep you profitable, safe, healthy, as well as entertaining stories from the road. And don't you know, we've all got a few of those. We might be traveling in different directions, but we're all part of one driver community at the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. With your host, trucker Tim Cicerelli.
Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 182 of the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. Tim Cicerelli here, otherwise known as Trucker Tim. And coming up in this episode, if you've ever thought about making more money behind the wheel or just getting more out of your time on the road, this episode is for you. More on that in just a minute. We're going to tip our big 10-gallon Stevens cap in appreciation to the very best of the best, our 2025 Drivers of the Year. These are the folks setting the standard across this entire company. From million-mile milestones to mentoring the next generation, it's not just about the miles, it's about the impact. Looking forward to celebrating those drivers. We'll also dive into the power of team driving, how teaming up can increase your efficiency, your safety, and your earning potential while keeping those wheels turning coast to coast. Plus, in our driver spotlight, you'll hear the story of a driver who took a different road to get here and built something pretty special along the way. He has a message for every driver, and you need to hear it, so stay close. And we'll wrap things up with our latest Stevens Transport News Bulletin, keeping you connected to everything happening across the company, and our Trucker Song of the Week. This one, I think you can relate to. It's about the loneliness, the longing and dedication of a truck driver devoted to his or her partner while living out on the road. It explores the conflict between pursuing this nomadic passion that you have and the desire to be at home. We'll wrap up this episode with that song. But first, we break down the 2 simple ways you can boost your income. We're talking about real earning potential here with more loads, less downtime, and more money in your pocket. Let's talk with Rachel Easley, the Director of Driver and Safety Services, with our Stevens Roundtable. It's our Stevens Roundtable. Boy, Stevens Transport always has a way for our friends, our customers in the front of the truck, behind the wheel, to make some extra money. And today we've got Rachel Easley, our Director of Driver and Safety Services, joining us once again to tell you how you can get endorsed for tankers and hazmat, a way to make some extra money. And Rachel, great to see you as always.
Oh, good to see you. It's been a while.
You're always looking out for our drivers. So tell us about this relatively new initiative for our drivers to enhance their bank account a little bit and mix things up while they're out there on the road.
We are definitely trying to see what we can do to put some more money in their pockets, for sure.
So it just requires a couple of steps, though, right? So let's talk about the tanker division first. Now, Rachel, this is relatively new at Stevens Transport, although there is a history with tankers, I believe.
Well, at one time, Stevens had an actual tanker division. We do not have the tanker division anymore, but now we have tanker trailers. And it's liquid food grade. So
that, from what I understand, I'm Trucker Tim here on the podcast, but everybody knows I've never been a real trucker like our friends on the other side of the speakers. But I did get a chance to interview a driver who who does tankers, and he was telling us in the last episode how it's very different because that load moves. You know, you have to retrain yourself, but anybody with some experience, it's something that shouldn't be too hard for them to be trained on.
It is not hard, and the study guide that we have is 2 pages, and what I hear from the drivers is getting the tanker endorsement is the easiest endorsement. The written test is easy, pretty much this common knowledge for a truck driver, and they're able to get that one easy.
So a 2-page PDF to go through, and then what's the test? Do they have to go somewhere for the test? Is it something they can do online like a module? How does it work?
It is a written test. They do have to make an appointment at the DMV office in the state that they have their CDL. So it's any office in the state, make the appointment, go in, take the written test. And it does cost a few dollars. It's less than $30 in most states. Save your receipt, we'll reimburse you back whatever you expend. You know, once you get the endorsement on your license, we'll reimburse the receipt.
All right. So less than $30, a small investment, you get reimbursed. And so let's now talk about how this can enhance their bank account as well.
What this does is it puts them available for more loads.
Got you. All right. So that's how you can make more money. You're more versatile.
That's right.
What you can do and more loads can be available. Mm-hmm. All right. How does someone get the information to get that PDF to let them know, to let Stevens know that, hey, I think I'd like to have some more loads and haul some tankers? What do they need to do?
Call in to either driver services or driver qualifications, either department. It's something we can send you through the email, and it's pretty quick.
All right. So we'll put that information in the episode notes of this podcast episode. So make it super simple. So if you're interested in that and you're listening right now, wait till you stop and it's safe to do so and scroll down to the episode notes and we'll have all that information for you. All right. Let's shift gears now to Hazmat. So how is this different?
What's different is that we have been given a lot of Hazmat loads, and we are needing to really, really bulk up our number of drivers that have the Hazmat endorsement. Our incentive for that is if you get the Hazmat endorsement on the license, we'll get you a $300 bonus to start right off.
Okay, so a little more comprehensive in the training, but you get a $300 bonus, so it's worth the time, and then you're available for more loads as well, too. All right, so again, let's say somebody's like, all right, let me double down. I'd like to do that as well. Is it the same process?
Same process. Call either driver services or driver qualifications, and we'll get you set up for the course. The course is emailed to you through a link. It's total of 3 hours total to get it done. Once you complete that, you'll get a certificate emailed to you that shows you've completed the course. And then you're ready to make an appointment at DMV. And the same rule goes for this one. Save your receipts, and we'll reimburse you back, get you back all the money you spent up front, get you that $300 bonus. And then once you have your endorsement and you start hauling loads, you get paid an extra $75 for picking up a Hazmat load and then $75 for delivering the load.
So is there an expiration date on this offer and or opportunity? Meaning, hey, listen, once it's full, it's full. So is this something they need to act now, or will this be ongoing?
No, this is ongoing. It's definitely ongoing. I mean, we are trying to encourage drivers to get it done now.
There's a need right now that needs to be filled. Let's get on it, drivers. An opportunity, exactly. 2 opportunities to make some more money and just add to your skill set. And that's what you want to do. This is more than a job. This is a career. So right. Again, Stevens Transport, always growing, always looking for ways for our drivers to make more money. And Rachel Easley, you're always there to fill us in on the information when it becomes available. So thank you so much for joining us today. Lovely to see you again, and we look forward to having you on a future episode. Okay. You know, one of my favorite parts of this podcast is getting to shine a light on the people who make Stevens Transport what it is. Not just the drivers, but the difference makers. And today we got a whole lineup that deserves a big old tip of the big 10-gallon Stevens cap. Let's start with our 2025 team drivers, Darren Crane and Sean Willie. Darren joined in 2022, Sean in 2023, and together they've built something pretty special. Hundreds of thousands of miles. But more importantly, a partnership built on trust and showing up for each other. And when Darren needed to get home for one of life's hardest moments, Stevens showed up for him. Listen, that's not just a company, that's family. Hats off to our runner-up team, Steven Slater and Bill Bryan Jr., a 1 and 2 million mile duo who proved that consistency and safety aren't just habits, they are a way of life. Now let's roll over to our Owner-Operator of the Year, Rodney Carr. Over 2.3 million miles, 8 years as a trainer, and a career built from a single moment where something just clicked. Rodney didn't just follow the road. He built a legacy on it. And our runner-up, Jeff Nergesti. Jeff, I really hope I said that right. Boy, what a story. From delivering packages with a baby on the way to building a future as an owner-operator with Stevens. That right there, folks, is courage in motion. How about our IC Trainer of the Year, Mario Williams? Over 4 million miles and more than 215 drivers mentored. That is not just experience, that is the impact we were talking about. And right alongside him, runner-up Sean Kirkland, teaching not just how to drive, but how to do it with pride. Then there's our Company Trainer of the Year, Ellis Rellyvild, who reminds us it's not just about the miles, it's about helping drivers truly thrive. And runner-up, Patrick Murray, who measures success one safe return home at a time. Our Independent Contractor Driver of the Year, Larez Bagley, flawless record, clear vision, and already making waves. And runner-up, Benjamin Mahar, who found his way back to the industry that he loves and he's never looked back. And finally, our Company Driver of the Year, Robert Belford, a U.S. Army veteran, nearly 30 years, 4 million safe miles, one of only 10 in Stevens history to reach that level. His advice? Enjoy the journey, and he's lived it every single mile. Alongside him, runner-up, Raveen Cavett, who reminds us that sometimes the most important thing you can do is stop, stay, and help someone else find their confidence again. That's what it's all about. Different roads, different stories, but one shared standard. To every single one of you, we appreciate you today, and we tip our big 10-gallon Stevens cap in appreciation for a job well done. On the other side, we'll have a driver spotlight. We pulled some audio from a video you can find on our Stevens Transport YouTube channel. We'll also catch up to speed on everything happening at Stevens Transport with our April newsletter and our Trucker Song of the Week. I think you're going to love it. That's all on the way on the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.
Now more than ever, truck drivers are true American heroes. The men and women who literally keep America moving by delivering goods across the country. Being a professional driver is a rewarding, financially lucrative, long-term career filled with exciting adventures. A career where you'll never have to worry about job security. If you have your CDL and keep it up, it will sustain you for the long haul. You can see the country, serve your country, and provide a good life for your family. Whether you'd rather haul on a dedicated route or lane, or prefer working with one specific customer, if you want to own your business, we have a program that sets you up for success with all the tools and support you need. We've got opportunities in our intermodal rail division and have programs to help military veterans transition into trucking careers. We have second generations of drivers whose parents have driven for Stevens, who then trained their children and are now truck drivers. Some are even small fleet owners. So, whatever your dream is, you can achieve it right here at Stevens. If you're looking for a company with a 40-plus year track record that's never had a layoff, and just had the largest pay increase in company history for both new and experienced drivers, Stevens Transport has you covered. We offer the finest tools and technology and provide our drivers with the best state-of-the-art equipment on the market. Our infrastructure will support you both on and off the road. As a driver for Stevens, you become part of our family. Many companies throw the word family around. We're family-owned, family-run, and family-driven. Our 40-plus years of success is built on family. At Stevens, you're not just a number. Our drivers are part of our extended family, and we recognize and honor them every chance we get. If you want to be among the top income earners among professional drivers, if you want great benefits, if you want to have every type of driving opportunity at your fingertips, if you want to be part of a company that will stand behind you and ensure your success, come join the Stevens Transport family today and become an American hero. So, what are you waiting for? Take the first step toward your future career with the best trucking company in America. Become part of the Stevens Transport family today by calling our recruiting department at 1-800-333-8595 or apply online at stevenstransport.com.
Ever wondered what it's like to drive across the country and get paid to see America's breathtaking landscapes? Welcome to life as a team driver with Stevens Transport. The life of a trucker can sometimes feel solitary, but with team driving, you're never alone. Let's dive into how teaming up with another driver can transform your trucking career. So what exactly is team driving? Simply put, it's when two drivers share the responsibilities of operating the same truck. This allows for continuous travel and efficient delivery. Federal regulations require solo drivers to be off-duty for at least 10 consecutive hours after 11 hours of driving. Team driving, however, maximizes productivity by alternating driving shifts, cutting down on overall trip times. By working in shifts, team drivers can cover over 5,500 miles a week. That's more than double what solo drivers can achieve, leading to more priority loads and higher earnings. Efficiency is key. With two drivers, tasks like loading and unloading become quicker and easier. Plus, you'll earn more per mile. One of the greatest perks? You get to choose your driving partner, whether it's a close friend or a new acquaintance. Having a partner on the road makes those long hauls more enjoyable. And what about rest? Team drivers sleep in comfy bunk beds while the truck is moving, allowing for nearly non-stop travel without sacrificing sleep. Safety is another major advantage. With two drivers, there's an added layer of oversight to ensure committed safety. So, if you're ready to take your trucking career to the next level, consider team driving with Stevens Transport. It's the perfect blend of companionship, efficiency, and increased earnings. Explore the benefits of team driving and start your adventure today with Stevens Transport. Apply now and join a team that drives you to success. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back to the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. My name is Tim Cicerelli, otherwise known as Trucker Tim. If you wouldn't mind, when you hit your next stop, please follow or subscribe to this podcast from whichever podcast platform you're enjoying it from. We are everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible. If it's a platform with a podcast on it, we are there. And by following the podcast, you'll have a brand new episode waiting for you each and every week as soon as it's released. And if you wouldn't mind, please leave us a review. Tell us what you like about the show and what you'd like changed. We are producing this podcast for you to keep you educated, informed, and hopefully a little entertained as well. Time now for some audio we pulled from a video that you can find in our Stevens Transport YouTube channel. This is our driver's spotlight, and this driver started out doing some warehouse work and had other jobs such as remodeling homes. But this driver took a different path before finding his place behind the wheel. Now, he's a trainer and an independent contractor at Stevens Transport, and his name is on the wall in the Hall of Fame. This is the story of driver Elmo Moses Franklin Jr.
I'm Moses Franklin. My job title is I'm a trainer, independent contractor from Pensacola, Florida. I've done a lot of different jobs, warehouse work, remodel homes, tile work. I did all kinds of work. I got my first 1,000,000 miles. So that's a big stepping stone here, Steve. It makes us feel like I accomplished something. I mean, I've seen a lot of people on that wall, and to see my name on that wall now, it's just, it makes you want to just bust out and cry. But I mean, it's a big, it's a big accomplishment for me. It really is. My biggest advice is just stick with it. I mean, it's gonna be ups and downs, but I mean, that's with anything you do. My family first, God, special big ups for my father that actually drove trucks and had me behind that wheel. I mean, just the people here that supported me and has been and then stuck behind me this whole time. Oh man, just seeing the different cities, different states. meeting different people, getting to know different people, just building that rapport. I love Oregon. Oregon is a beautiful, beautiful state. Beautiful state during the snow. Well, I like to drive in the summer. Not too much, but Oregon is a beautiful state. It's a family. I mean, just to sum that up in one word, it's a family. If you want to be an independent contractor, come to the Independent Contractor Workshop. It's every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. in the VDPD room. We'll see you there now.
Thank you, Moses. We'll have a link to that video in the episode notes, and another link to a video you can find is to this segment. Let's keep you connected with everything happening across Stevens Transport with our April News Bulletin.
Welcome to the Stevens Transport News Bulletin, your source for the latest updates from the transportation industry and what's happening here at Stevens. Please join us in extending a warm welcome to our new Vice President of Sales in our food grade tanker division, Dalton Mills. Dalton brings extensive experience as a supply chain and sales professional with a strong background spanning the oleochemical industry, global logistics, and domestic bulk transportation. His career has been defined by managing complex supply chains, solving operational challenges, and delivering reliable, efficient solutions in highly regulated environments. Dalton understands the critical importance of safety, compliance, and reliability, and takes pride in being a trusted partner to both customers and internal teams. Join us in welcoming Dalton to Stevens Transport. We're excited to have him on our team. In other news, Stevens Transport invites you to celebrate Mom at the 40th Annual Bagel Run with the perfect family activity for Mother's Day. Sunday, May 10th, you can run or walk your way through our scenic neighborhood course in a timed 10K, 5K, or Kids K Fun Run. A virtual option is also available. Participate as an individual, family, or team. All runners will receive a goodie bag, t-shirt, and a commemorative 4-inch finisher's medal. Don't miss the 2026 Bagel Run. Discover the excitement and camaraderie that fills the air as participants come together to support and raise funds for the Aaron Family JCC of Dallas, where the community learns, celebrates, grows, and connects. To sign up or donate, please visit runsignup.com and click the blue Find Race button and search for Bagel Run. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for joining us for this edition of the Stevens Transport News Bulletin, where you can stay informed and inspired by the stories that shape our industry. We hope to see you next time.
All right, now you're up to speed. Let's wrap up episode 182 with our trucker song of the week. This is a country song about loneliness, longing, and the dedication of a truck driver devoted to his partner while living on the road. This is Asphalt Cowboy by Jason Aldean from his 2005 debut album on the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.
The sun has opened up my eyes, and I don't want to leave your side for that lonesome road. But here I go, climbing back behind the wheel of 50 feet of chrome and steel and a load they need in Chicago. Through the middle of the night unknown, I'm on a ride that won't let me go. I'm an asphalt cowboy, born to run underneath the stars. Pay no mind to my lonely heart. I just ride till I'm back in your arms again. I'll be out here on the wind. Sometimes late at night, See your picture by the dashboard light, and it takes me where I'd like to be, wrapped up in a blanket there, pulling ribbons from your hair and your kiss. Girl, that's what I miss. Still I drive these horses through the rain and snow. This high-speed rodeo is all I know. I'm an asphalt cowboy, born to run underneath the stars. Pay no mind to my lonely heart. I just ride till I'm back in your arms again. I'll be out here on the wind, and I'll ride till I'm back in your arms again. I'll be out here on the wind, and I'll ride through the middle of the night unknown. I'm on a ride that won't let me go.
Well, there she is, Pump the Brakes in episode 182 of the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio podcast. If you found this podcast because you're searching for a brand new career, please make sure you visit the episode notes. We will have phone numbers and every link possible for you to learn more about Stevens Transport and even schedule a call with one of our recruiters. All the information is in the episode notes. And like we said earlier, please follow or subscribe to this podcast from whichever platform you're enjoying it from, and share it with one of your fellow drivers. We sure would appreciate it. And finally, my name is Tim Cicerelli, otherwise known as Trucker Tim. Thanks for joining me. And until next time, be safe out there. And thanks for listening to the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.